Are these terrifying creatures real, or just stories to scare us at night? Welcome to Mysteries Unanswered. Today we're diving into the heart of the Philippines, a land of beauty, culture and chilling tales. We're talking about Aswang, Kapre, Tikbalang, Manananggal Nuno sa Punso, creatures said to roam the islands lurking in shadows. But how much of it is truth? Join me as we peel back the layers of myth and legend, searching for what lies beneath. Picture the sun setting over rural villages, where the last golden rays stretch across endless rice paddies and sugarcane fields. The world seems to hold its breath as the day slips away, and the familiar landscape is slowly swallowed by the encroaching darkness. In these quiet moments, the countryside transforms, and a sense of unease settles over the land. The air grows heavy, thick with the coming night. A humid mist creeps over the fields, blurring the edges of reality and making every shadow seem alive. The sounds of the day fade, replaced by the distant calls of nocturnal creatures and the soft rustle of leaves in the breeze. Somewhere, hidden in the gloom, a creature stirs. The Aswang. Its presence is felt before it is ever seen, a chill that runs down the spine of those who sense it lurking just beyond the reach of the light. The Aswang is a shapeshifter, a demonic being that hides in plain sight. By day it blends seamlessly into the community, often disguised as an ordinary villager, a neighbour or even a friend. Its true nature is masked behind familiar faces and friendly smiles. They could be anyone, a hard-working farmer tending his crops, a cheerful vendor at the market, or the kindly old woman who greets you every morning. No one is above suspicion, and trust becomes a fragile thing in villages haunted by the legend. But as darkness falls, the Aswang's monstrous nature emerges. Under the cover of night, it sheds its human disguise and reveals its true, terrifying form. The transformation is said to be both horrifying and mesmerizing, a grotesque dance between the human and the inhuman. Driven by an insatiable hunger, the Aswang prowls the night, searching for its next victim. Its eyes gleam with a predatory light, and its movements are swift and silent, making it a master of the hunt. The vulnerable are its prey, and no one is truly safe once the sun has set. Pregnant women are said to be their preferred targets, as the Aswang is believed to crave the life force of the unborn. Stories abound of expectant mothers taking extra precautions, never venturing out alone after dark and keeping their windows tightly shut. The Aswang is described in many forms, but most often as a grotesque dog-like creature with razor-sharp claws and glowing eyes. Some say it sprouts bat-like wings, allowing it to soar silently through the night sky, casting ominous shadows over the sleeping village. Imagine lying awake in the dead of night, hearing the faint, unsettling sound of wings flapping overhead. The knowledge that something monstrous could be lurking just above your roof is enough to send shivers down anyone's spine. The Aswang is said to use its long, needle-like tongue to suck the blood of its victims, leaving behind a gruesome and chilling scene. The aftermath is often discovered at dawn, drops of blood on the floor, a lingering sense of dread, and the knowledge that the creature may return. These are not tales for the faint of heart. Around campfires and in the safety of their homes, villagers share these stories, their voices hushed and eyes wide with fear. The legend is a living thing, growing with every retelling, feeding on the collective anxiety of the community. The legend is so deeply ingrained in the culture that many still refuse to go out alone at night in rural areas. Doors are locked, windows are barred, and families gather together, hoping that safety in numbers will keep the Aswang at bay. The fear is passed down through generations like a dark inheritance. Grandparents warn their grandchildren, parents remind their children, and the cycle of caution and dread continues, binding the community together in shared vigilance. Some whisper of ways to ward off the Aswang, garlic hung by the door, salt sprinkled on windowsills, prayers whispered into the night. Yet even these rituals offer only a fragile sense of comfort as the darkness outside grows ever deeper and the unknown presses in. In the Philippines, the Aswang is more than just a story. It's a shadow that lingers at the edge of every village, a presence that shapes the way people live, and a reminder that sometimes the most terrifying monsters are the ones that hide among us. Deep in Philippine forests, where ancient trees reach for the sky, lives another legend, the Kapre. Towering over the tallest trees, the Kapre is a giant of immense size and strength. Its eyes glow like embers in the shadowed depths, and it's often found dwelling in massive ancient trees. The Kapre's most unsettling trait? Its love for smoking. Villagers passing through the forest catch a whiff of something burning, the Kapre's cigar. Imagine stumbling upon a clearing, the air thick with smoke, and seeing a giant figure perched high above, eyes burning, cigar glowing. The Kapre is a trickster, playing pranks on those who wander into its domain. Some say it protects the forest. Others claim it leads travelers astray, trapping them forever. Whatever the truth, the Kapre commands respect and a healthy dose of fear. In Filipino folklore, where the boundaries between the natural and supernatural blur, there exists a creature both feared and respected, the Tikbalang. This enigmatic being is woven into the very fabric of rural legends, whispered about in the shadows of ancient trees and the misty air of the countryside. Picture a figure with the towering body of a man, yet crowned with the unmistakable head of a horse. Its limbs end in powerful hooves, and its presence is both awe-inspiring and deeply unsettling. The Tikbalang's eyes burn with an eerie, almost supernatural intelligence, seeming to pierce through the darkness. Its body is covered in rough, bristling hair, and every movement hints at a wild, untamed strength. It roams the remote countryside, haunting the edges of forests and the slopes of mist-shrouded mountains. Travelers speak of glimpses caught from the corner of their eye, a shadow that vanishes when looked at directly. The Tikbalang is a creature of contradictions, sometimes gentle, even helpful, but more often a master of trickery and illusion. Its motives are as mysterious as the forests it inhabits. In some stories, the Tikbalang takes pity on lost souls, guiding them safely through treacherous paths and dense undergrowth, acting as a silent guardian in the night. Yet, more often, it delights in mischief, leading travelers in endless circles, confusing their sense of direction, and making the familiar seem strange and threatening. Should you encounter a Tikbalang, legend says you may be forced into a contest, a duel of wits, cunning, or even strength. Outsmarting it is no easy feat. If you lose, you risk being trapped in its domain, doomed to wander the labyrinthine forests forever, never finding your way home. Imagine the chilling moment walking alone at dusk, the air thick with fog, when you hear the heavy thud of hooves behind you. You turn, and in the gloom, two burning eyes lock onto yours. In that instant, you must decide. Do you run? Do you stand your ground and fight? Or do you surrender to whatever fate the Tikbalang has in store for you? The choice and the legend lingers in the shadows. As darkness falls, a creature of chilling legend takes to the skies, the Manananggal. By day, she appears as a beautiful woman. By night, her upper torso detaches, sprouting bat-like wings and razor-sharp claws. Her barbed tongue snakes out, tasting the air for prey. Imagine lying in bed, moonlight casting shadows, and hearing a strange whooshing outside your window. You look up, and there it is, eyes glowing red, tongue slithering through the cracks. The Manananggal preys on sleeping victims, especially pregnant women, using claws to tear through walls and ceilings. To defeat her, you must find her hidden lower half and sprinkle it with salt, garlic, or holy water. Only then will she perish at dawn. The Manananggal is a nightmare that haunts the night. Across the Philippines, small mounds of earth are adorned with offerings. These are the homes of the Nuno sa Punso, the old man of the mound. These humble mounds, often found at the edge of rice fields or hidden beneath the shade of ancient trees, are more than just piles of earth. They are believed to be the sacred dwellings of a powerful spirit, one who watches over the land and its people. Imagine a tiny, wizened old man, no taller than a child, but with ancient wisdom and a fiery temper. His presence is both mysterious and commanding, and his reputation is known in every rural village. Children are taught to respect the Nuno from a young age, and even adults tread carefully near his home. He is the guardian of the earth, protector of nature's balance. The Nuno is said to keep watch over the forests, fields and streams, ensuring that humans do not take more than they need. He is a silent witness to every footstep, every harvest, and every offering left in his honor. The Nuno is depicted with long white hair, wrinkled skin, and piercing eyes. His gaze is said to see through lies and deceit, and his expression can shift from gentle to fearsome in an instant. Some say he carries the scent of earth and leaves, a reminder of his deep connection to the land. He possesses supernatural powers, capable of great benevolence or terrible wrath. The Nuno can bless those who show respect, granting good harvests, health and protection. But he can also curse those who offend him, unleashing misfortune, illness, or even madness upon the disrespectful. Respect for the Nuno is paramount. Before entering unfamiliar land, a prayer or token is offered. Locals might whisper "tabi tabi po" as they pass, asking permission and forgiveness for disturbing his home. Offerings of food, coins, or even a simple bow are ways to honor the Nuno and seek his favor. Disturb his mound, and you risk misfortune, illness, or worse. Stories abound of those who ignored the warnings, farmers who dug into a mound and fell mysteriously ill, travelers who mocked the Nuno and suffered endless bad luck. The consequences are swift and often severe. Imagine stepping on a mound, feeling a sharp pain, and soon falling ill, plagued by nightmares of a vengeful old man. The Nuno's anger is not easily appeased, and only sincere apologies and offerings can hope to lift his curse. For many, these tales are a warning to always tread lightly and show humility. This is the price of disrespecting the Nuno sa Punso. His presence is a constant reminder that the world is filled with unseen forces deserving of reverence. To ignore him is to invite disaster, but to honor him is to live in harmony with the land. In Filipino folklore, respect for the unseen is a matter of survival. The Nuno sa Punso teaches us that humility, gratitude and reverence for nature are not just traditions, they are essential to living well in a world where the old spirits still watch and wait. So, are these creatures real or just myths? Are they cautionary tales, or is there a grain of truth in these legends? Let us know your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe for more mysteries unanswered.